This is your sign to finally try making cream puffs. Here's my favorite recipe, part 2. It's the next day, which means it's time to make some choux pastry. To do this, heat 1 cup of milk, 6 tablespoons of cubed unsalted butter, 2 teaspoons of sugar, and a half teaspoon of salt until boiling. Then remove from the heat and stir in 128 grams of flour until a dough forms, and return to the heat to cook until the dough reaches 175 degrees. Now, in my opinion, using temperature to determine when your dough is done is what really sets this method apart and ensures perfect choux pastry every time. However, if you don't have a thermometer, other ways to tell that the dough is cooked enough is when you see a thin starchy film form on the bottom of the saucepan and the dough has pulled together into a cohesive dough ball. Next, transfer the dough to a stand mixer and mix with the paddle attachment until it has cooled back down to about 145 degrees. Then, gradually add in 4 room temperature eggs, letting each fully incorporate before adding the next. It will still be pretty chunky to begin with, but by egg 3 it should start to look smooth and pipeable. Your choux pastry is good to go when it's smooth, shiny, and a nice V of dough hangs off the paddle. Transfer the dough to a piping bag with a medium circle tip, and then grab 2 parchment-covered baking sheets. Secure the parchment paper by piping a little pastry onto each corner of the tray, and then holding the bag at a 90-degree angle, pipe 12 evenly spaced choux balls per tray. They release steam as they bake, so don't overcrowd your trays or they won't rise or brown as nicely. Smooth down the tops with some water, sprinkle on a generous dusting of powdered sugar, and then bake at 400 degrees for 25 minutes. The choux balls are ready when they're puffed and golden brown. While they're still hot, flip them onto their sides and poke a hole into the bottom of each with a paring knife to let the steam escape. Leave them on their sides and then put them back into the still hot but off oven to finish drying out for 30 minutes, leaving the door propped open with a spoon. And just like that, we have beautiful choux balls ready to be filled. Follow for part 3.